E5 is a common response that establishes a presence in the center, controls d4, and opens up the queen and dark-squared bishop. Knight f3 develops the knight toward the center, attacks the e5 pawn, and prepares to castle. Knight c6 develops the knight toward the center, protects the pawn on e5, and eyes the d4 square. The Italian game starts with bishop c4, which attacks the f7 pawn and prepares to castle quickly. Knight f6 develops the knight and attacks the undefended e4 pawn. d3 protects the e4 pawn and the c4 bishop and allows the dark-squared bishop to develop. Bishop c5 develops the bishop, attacks the f2 pawn, and prepares castling. This adds pressure by pinning a knight. The bishop is kicked by a pawn and must now move or be captured. This moves the bishop to safety. This moves the bishop to a more active square, making it gain scope. That's fine. This misses an opportunity to prepare a bishop for development. This threatens to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-on trades. This prevents the opponent from being able to tactically win a pawn. Developing the knight and increasing influence in the center. Castling gets the king out of the center of the board, while also developing a rook. This is the strongest option. Very precise. Right on target. This threatens to force doubling of pawns. This prevents the opponent from being able to force doubling of pawns. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. This is the strongest option. Very precise. Castling to the same side of the board is a more cautious approach. This offers an equal trade of pieces. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. Recaptures. This offers to exchange pieces of equal value. Right on target. This misses an opportunity to connect rooks. This offers an equal trade of pieces. This is a fair move. This moves the bishop to a better location, allowing it to control more squares. A solid choice. After all captures, this is an equal trade. This is an equal trade. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. Takes back. This allows the knight to control more squares. This offers to exchange pieces of equal value. This attacks a rook, winning a tempo when it moves away. This moves the rook to safety. After all captures, this is an equal trade. Recaptures. This wins time by threatening a queen and forcing it to move away. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. This wins a tempo by threatening a queen and forcing it to move away. This move puts the queen on a safer square. This offers an equal trade of pieces. This threatens to tactically win a knight. This prevents the opponent from being able to tactically win a knight. Takes back. This moves the knight to safety. With the rook now developed as well, white has all pieces ready for action. The pawn is now adequately defended. That's fine. This mobilizes the knight, allowing it to control more of the board. This is the strongest option. One of the best moves. A very strong play. Black's piece has moved to a square with greater activity and control. This defends the attacked pawn. Black activates the last piece, bringing all pieces into play. A solid choice. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. This is a fair move. One of the best moves. Very precise. There were worse moves, but also something much better. That's fine. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. Recaptures. Right on target. After all captures, this is an equal trade. Takes back. This allows the opponent to activate the king by getting it off of the back rank. This threatens to win a pawn through a fork. This is not the right idea. This is the strongest option. This steps away from the checking knight. This threatens to win material through a tactic. This move puts the rook on a safer square. This threatens to win material through a tactic. This moves the rook to safety. This activates the king in the endgame by getting it off of the back rank. This threatens to eventually win a rook. This prevents the opponent from being able to eventually win a rook. Recaptures. This creates a pawn chain, linked pawns that form a strong structure. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. This protects an underdefended pawn that is under attack. A very strong play. This defends the attacked pawn. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. This evades the check from the knight. This is an equal trade. Takes back. A solid choice. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. Very precise. This forces the opponent to create a backward pawn. Recaptures. This threatens to win a pawn through a fork. This threatens to win material through a fork. This stops the opponent from being able to win material through a fork. This takes an outpost, a square where the knight cannot be kicked out by a pawn. This threatens to win a pawn through a fork. This threatens to win a rook through a fork. This prevents the opponent from being able to win a rook through a fork. The game ended in a draw by repetition.